to the Eastern Michigan University December 2021 Nursing Convocation Ceremony, also known as the Pinning Ceremony. My name is Dr. Frank Schaller, and I have the real privilege and honor of being faculty here in the School of Nursing at EMU. Getting to know and work with many of the nursing graduates here today is truly one of my greatest passions and joys. I think I sat right about there back in 2013 when I earned my BSN here at EMU. But really, enough about me. Today is about our extremely talented, extraordinary, beyond intelligent nursing graduates. Let's give them one more round of applause. Everyone here on staff at EMU, especially in the College of Health and Human Services and School of Nursing, is beyond proud of each and every one of you here graduating today. This is our first in-person pinning ceremony in over a year, and I must say, the feeling in this building is at least 10 times more exciting than when we held the ceremonies virtually during a YouTube watch party. I've even got some tachycardia and mild diaphoresis being here in person today. How about you guys? Today, we are celebrating students who earned their BSN, both the traditional route and those who stepped up to earn their BSN after already earning an associate's degree in nursing at an outside institution. We're also celebrating students who earned their master's degree in nursing after already earning their BSN. Additionally, we are celebrating some students who earned their doctorate degree in nursing, both DNP and PhD. This is truly an exciting and noteworthy and exhilarating day to be a part of. Next, I need to at least briefly tell you about the COVID precautions that are in place for the ceremony today. You'll see that they are listed on the ceremony programs. So if you'd please just take a brief moment, look down, review those in order to promote everybody's safety and well-being in attendance today. I now have the pleasure and privilege to welcome to the podium the Dean of the College of Health and Human Services, Dr. Murali Nair.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Eastern Michigan University. To the graduates, I would like to say congratulations. A job well done. These past 2 years have been really difficult for all of us. The global pandemic has created a lot of uncertainty, and we, including you, have had to adapt to the ever-changing environment. You persevered. And as a result, you're sitting in front of me. So again, congratulations, job well done. You are joining the nursing profession during a global pandemic, and as mentioned earlier, during a time of uncertainty. We are confident that you will rise up to the challenge and overcome any adversity simply because you are nurses, and that's what you do. Your courage and determination will help you succeed, and it will be a testament to your commitment in becoming nurses. I strongly believe that nurses have a unique perspective on understanding how precious life is. And I believe this unique perspective is a gift, and it's a gift that will carry you through each day as you go out into your profession. Always remember this though, You will be making a difference in someone's life every day, small a bit. So believe in yourself and your ability to make an impact and to create change. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty, Dr. Williams and the staff for all the hard work they've put in over the past few years. It's tedious when you have to switch face-to-face classes to online and then bring them back to face-to-face and so forth. Right? It takes a lot of time. But we did it in a couple of months, and thanks to their creativity and their adaptiveness, you're sitting in front of me today. Right? We're grateful that you have chosen to become the next generation of nurses, and we are proud of your achievement as of now, and proud of what you will do in the future. I wish you all the best, and remember, we will be cheering for you all the way. Thank you.
Congratulations, graduates. I'm Dr. Michael Williams. I have actually realized as I was sitting there, I've been here longer than anyone else. I've been at Eastern for 24 years as a faculty member, and in the last 9 years, the director, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm happy that you made it. I'm sad that you had to go through COVID with us and deal with all those frustrations. But I know, even though I can't see your faces, you all better be smiling today because it's something to celebrate. So, I do also want to acknowledge the faculty and the instructors. President Smith, our university president, I don't know when he did, sometime last year gave me a call and said, I'm having parents call my office that you're trying to kill their child by sending them out in a global pandemic. And please know that that was not the truth. That was never the intent, but we did want to make sure that your graduates and your loved ones were prepared for the pandemic. And so we worked really hard to do that. So first of all, I'd like to acknowledge the faculty and ask them to stand because again, they worked so hard to make sure that you are prepared for what's going to happen. Please stand up. Thank you so much. They're great. They're wonderful to work with. So, our departmental staff, we have a handful here. We have some that are out sick today, but our departmental staff also, I ask you to stand up and be acknowledged. They make everything work. And I think the other group that I really want to acknowledge are the spouses, partners, significant others, families, friends, and supporters of the graduates. Nursing is really a challenging career and a challenging academic program. As I remind people that we are preparing nurses to go out and work with other healthcare professionals, most all of them who start out with a doctoral degree. So even though it's a bachelor's degree, it's a much higher standard because of what we're going to prepare them to do. So I just want to say thank you on behalf of your student for supporting them, for listening to them. I'm sure they've cried on the phone or in person to you, and you've hugged them. And we have too when we could see them in person. So, in 2019, the World Health Organization declared that the year 2021 would be the year of the nurse and the midwife. Can you believe that? 2020 was the year of the nurse and the midwife. And then we had a pandemic. 100 years in coming. And in 2021, the pandemic continues. And we've altered so much of our lives. And I think nurses, as Dr. Nair said, really know how it's altered. Those of you, and I know there are people in the audience who are nurses, who are going to work and dealing and working with patients and families, how challenging it has been. From lockdown to grocery shopping, eating in restaurants, supply chain challenges, and words like quarantine, isolation, PPE, which I never thought the public would know what PPE was, isolation and immunity have all become common vocabulary. Most of us knew what PPE was 25 years ago as a nurse, but the general public didn't. So the world has changed around us, and I want to put that in context because what you've just accomplished is massive. One thing that hasn't changed, though, is nurses. Nurses have and always will be there. And you have persisted as well, and now you're joining the profession or taking your higher credential and making good use of that. I actually became a nurse 37 years ago, and in 2001 I served as the president of the American Association of Critical Care Nurses. And I was reflecting on that the other time. I think there are three qualities that make an outstanding nurse. One is the passion to care unabashedly for people. One is the passion to know and continuously learn. And the other was the passion for justice, to treat people fairly and equitably with respect and dignity. But through the pandemic, I've observed another quality that I think is really important. And whether you call it perseverance, determination, hardiness, or grit, I've been in awe of the resilience that nurses have shown through the pandemic. And you have demonstrated your tenacity or stick-to-itness as well, or you wouldn't be sitting here today. So thank you for persisting. I'm sure I'm not alone when I say living through a pandemic hasn't been easy. Each of us has struggled in our own way, and each of us has persisted. There are many mornings when I felt run down and exhausted and tired, but I got up and went to my office or to the ICU because I knew the importance of what we did as nurses. And what you do as nurses, or what you plan to do as a nurse, is incredibly important to society. And every morning, I have found that I need a personal anthem or battle song to get up to. So over the last few months, I've gotten out of bed and to face the challenges and support my nurse colleagues at the bedside and in the classroom. The song Rise Up by Audra Day and sung by a mother-son duo is something I listen to every morning. So I want you to close your eyes and listen to these words and reflect on this past year.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round. You can't find the fire, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. And mountains, we gon' walk it out.
of my favorite lines is what I'm going to say to you, which is all we need is hope, and for that we have each other. So as you begin your career as a nurse, or continue as a nurse through your credentials, please know how proud we are of you and your accomplishments. Congratulations once again. I wish you great happiness and reward in your personal and professional life. Go Eagles.
Well, good afternoon, graduates. It's so good to see all of you. There's nothing more perfect about this afternoon than coming together to celebrate our graduates from the School of Nursing at Eastern Michigan University. Thank you. I am really humbled and very honored that the undergraduate graduating class has asked me to share a few words on this momentous occasion. Some of you have met me. Some of you know me only by name, and others may wonder who I am. Well, first and foremost, I'm a real person just like you. I'm also a nurse and an educator. My name is Caroline Peltz. I'm an associate professor at the School of Nursing and also the associate director of undergraduate studies. It has sincerely been a privilege to have been afforded the opportunity to help prepare some of you to be my first-time colleagues, and to prepare colleagues who are practicing as nurses to deepen their knowledge of the art and science of our discipline. Our undergraduates today represent students from 3 different programs: our traditional BSN degree program, our RN to BSN program, and our collaborative BSN degree program. Today's one of those days in your life that you're never going to forget. You had a vision, you set a goal for yourself, and you've successfully completed the degree requirements for a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Although the journey was one like you've never experienced before, you actually did it. So what is this pinning ceremony? The pinning ceremony has been considered a rite of passage for graduates, tracing all the way back to the Crusades of the 12th century, when a group of knights who tended to and cared for injured and suffering crusaders were recognized at a ceremony where they presented with a Maltese cross that they wore on their arm. We then fast forward the timeline to the 1860s, and it was during this time that Florence Nightingale presented a Medal of Excellence to her hardest working nursing graduates during the Crimean War. As we advanced the timeline a little bit further, and we hit 1916, it became a standard in the United States to no longer award only a few nurses with a Medal of Excellence, but instead all nursing graduates with a pin during a special ceremony. The pin was provided by the Hospital School of Nursing to students to identify them as nurses and act as a proof of their education. For some, the pinning ceremony is actually more important than the university commencement, as this nursing tradition is an important celebration of new graduates on the brink of entering their nursing career. Today is a day where you come to the fork in the road. There's no reason for you to feel tachycardic, tachypnic, diaphoretic, or have a syncopal episode while you choose your direction. But if you do, know that you're surrounded by graduates who not only know what I'm talking about, but know more importantly what to do if you hit the floor. Take the road less traveled. It will make all the difference. You are a new generation of nurses. You are new leaders. You are not entirely the same person you once were prior to beginning your educational journey. You see the world differently. Remember that a good nurse is a humble nurse. You will never know it all. It remains a privilege to have the opportunity to safeguard another human life. You will have the opportunity to contribute to the legacy of nursing being ranked the most trusted profession. According to the latest Gallup poll, for the past 19 years, with the exception of 9/11, where firefighters earned the highest ranking, nurses top the list of the most honest and ethical profession. These results serve as a testament that nurses impact our nation while being true to the essentials of our discipline with advocacy as our pillar. You've mastered skills, you've cared for the old, the young, the homeless, the dying, expectant mothers, and prisoners. You've heightened your cultural awareness. You addressed issues that will impact your professional practice in APA format, of course. You have learned to have a voice. Don't be afraid to use it. You are able to think independently. You can diagnose. You have diagnosed yourself with knowledge deficit when trying to respond to a select all that apply question more than once while in the program. You can develop a plan of care. You can work collaboratively with other disciplines. At times you might get jazzed up, but you have the knowledge and the compassion to help your client find their place on the illness-wellness continuum, which extends, we know, to infinity and beyond. Nursing is like no other discipline, as nurses are the gatekeepers of healthcare. Nurses make an impact every single day in the lives of people in our community. Nurses are the voice of the voiceless and advocates for those who cannot advocate for themselves. Nurses make a difference and make the world a better place, one client at a time. Your journey from novice to expert will be one of continuous improvement and lifelong learning as you continue to understand what the art and science of nursing is about, and you continue to discover how theory actually relates to clinical practice. You'll be the movers and shakers for the next generation, creating an evidence base for future nurses of America. Today's about you, the graduate. It's a time to celebrate and reflect on everything that you have accomplished. It's a time to reconnect and embrace all who have helped you accomplish your dream. Many sacrifices were made to afford you the opportunity to earn your degree. To all of the faithful supporters, I would like you to know that as faculty, we realize that we have changed your graduate. I am sure hand-washing practices have changed significantly in your household, along with many other things. Graduates, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have the opportunity to create positive change. Never lose sight of why you chose the nursing profession. We know it's not about the money or the shift or the corporation you're working for. Don't underestimate the power of human interaction, of eye contact, a smile, a reassuring pat of the hand, or a promise kept. Patients don't expect us to have all the answers, but they need us to be caring facilitators of their healthcare experience. I'd like to share a poem with you that this dinosaur received on her graduation day and still has proudly displayed on her fridge since May of 1983. It's very simply titled, A Nurse's Prayer. As I care for my patients today, be there with me, O Lord, I pray. Make my words kind, it means so much, and place in my hands your healing touch. Let your love shine through all that I do, so those in need may hear and feel you. In closing, remember that a pinning ceremony isn't just a tradition. It's a symbol of your hard work and dedication. This pivotal moment is a time for celebration with your classmates and families as you transition from student to registered nurse. I so look forward to embracing all of you as you become my colleague today. Thank you, and God bless the graduating class of 2021.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Valerie Pauley, and Dr. Marty Raymond is on the agenda for this, but I will be announcing the names of our BSN graduates, and Dr. Raymond will be handing out the roses. Brooke Brapp. Brooke would like to thank her parents, siblings, and friends for their unending support through the last 3.5 years. This journey would not have been possible without the compassion, uniqueness, nerve, and talent of TikTok, Netflix, Iggy, and late night drives with friends. Brooke is looking forward to starting her nursing career in the pediatric ICU at the Children's Hospital of Michigan. And on that note, she says, bing bong. Caitlin Ortner. Thank you to my family and friends and research faculty who have supported me throughout nursing school. Courtney Newsom. First, I want to thank my family, especially my parents, for everything you have done for me. Thank you for always believing in me and pushing me to be my best. I love you all so much. I couldn't have made it here without you. Thank you to the friends I have made and my clinical groups for the laughs and endless support. I can't believe we finally made it, and I'm so excited to begin my nursing career as a pediatric nurse at Mott Children's Hospital. Elisa Mayo. I would like to say thank you to my family and friends for always supporting me as my adventure to becoming a nurse is just beginning. Thank you to those in all my clinical groups who have become friends. I will keep you for a lifetime. As Professor Peltz would say with extreme enthusiasm in every lecture, you are the future nurses of America. Much love to my mom, Dominic, Sarah, Mario, Jessica, Samuel, Antonio, Sophia, and Elena. Casey Fitzpatrick. I would like to thank my family and friends for their support during nursing school education. I couldn't have done it without you. Samantha Darrell. I would like to start by saying thank you to my family for all the love and support they have given me over not only the last 2 years, but throughout my life. Thank you to my fiancé Mitchell for always encouraging me and being my support through every challenge and celebration these last 3 years. Thank you to Shelby, my sister, who has achieved this all before me and served as my greatest role model. You have been the one person who knows exactly what it is like to be in my shoes today, and I am grateful to have your advice and support. Lastly, thank you to all my peers who have achieved this with me. I could not have made it without you all. Emily Copen. Thank you, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Carol, Katie, Caroline, Liam, Rita, and Marty for all your love and throughout nursing school and for being here to celebrate today. Grandma Carol, thank you for showing me what it truly means to be a good nurse. Liam, thanks for going through high school and college right by my side. Thank you to my patients at clinicals and work for welcoming me into your care team as a student nurse. I hope I was able to bring comfort and laughter in a time of sickness. Thank you to Mr. and Mrs. Jones in the nursing lab for being the best, most committed test dummies for us to practice on. I'm looking forward to kicking off my nursing career at Michigan Medicine Adult Emergency Department in January. So my official new favorite song is Stayin' Alive by the Bee Gees. Bailey Hunt. I first want to thank my parents and grandparents for allowing my dreams to come to fruition. If it were not for you guys, this simply would have stayed as a far-fetched, unachievable thought. You guys believed in me, even when I did not believe in myself. The amount of gratitude I have for you guys is unfathomable. Thank you for all that you have done and all that you continue to do. Second, I want to thank my soulmate, Callie, for being by my side during this roller coaster. As this door closes, another one is soon to open. Regardless of what is to come, I can't wait to see what it is and to explore it with you. Here's to truly starting our life together, hand in hand, side by side. Thank you for bringing the color back into my monochromic life. Chloe Tapp. My road to this day has been long, and I wouldn't have been able to make it through without my friends' support and understanding. For that, I want to thank all my friends for being by my side throughout nursing school. I would need nowhere without you. We made it through, and I'm so proud of you all. Thank you to my family as well for never letting me quit, no matter how many times I said I would throughout the years. And finally, thank you to Brendan for always listening when I needed you to. You've all helped me reach this moment today, and for that, I'm forever grateful. I love and appreciate you all. Allison Humbles. I first want to start off by saying thank you to my friends and fellow classmates for helping me through this long and tough journey. I also want to thank my dad for always keeping me level-headed during the program, and my grandma for always being one call away to cheer me up during intense study periods. I especially want to thank my mom for being there every step of the way and cheering me on. She is the reason why I decided to become a nurse, and I will be forever grateful for that. Thank you for always being an amazing role model and mother. You helped me spend countless hours studying and making sure I was able to understand the material. So I thank you for everything you've done for me. Thank you all, and I love every one of you. Maureen Bach. Thank you to my mom and dad for always supporting my dreams and always believing in me. Thank you to my mom for listening to every single meltdown and rant and telling me that everything would be okay, even when it seemed like everything was falling apart. Thank you to my grandma for sparking my passion in nursing and watching over me every step of the way. Thank you to all my friends, family, peers, co-workers, professors, and instructors who have encouraged me and supported me. Thank you to every single patient that I encountered throughout my nursing school journey for allowing me to learn and teaching me what no book, lecture, or lab could do. Haley Deems. Thank you to my family and friends who have supported me through my nursing school journey. I would ultimately like to thank God for pushing me to do my best. Through one of the most challenging periods of my life, I have made friendships that will last a lifetime. I am excited to enter the next part of my life with my BSN and help bring life into this world. Emily Natkowski. Thank you to my friends and family for supporting me on this journey. Menwu Albarakat. I would like to thank my family and friends for all their support, and a special thank you to my family on 7 West for inspiring me to become a bone marrow transplant nurse. Go Blue. Belle Lambert. Thank you to the entire nursing school staff and my beautiful family. Courtney Drewer. I just wanted to give a shout out to my amazing support system of my family, friends, boyfriend, and nurses that I work with. Each and every one of you have uplifted and supported me throughout the hardships endured during nursing school. I couldn't have done it without each of you. Thank you. Madison Lloyd. I'm not sure there's enough thank yous in the world to express my gratitude to the people who have loved and supported me throughout this journey. But to my family here today and those that aren't, thank you for being by my side every step of the way and doing anything possible to relieve my stress. Mom, thanks for always answering my calls to hear about my day and reassuring me that I was going to pass every exam. Dad, thanks for knowing how to make me laugh when I was stressed and the endless hugs. Ashley, thank you for your FaceTime calls and encouraging messages to keep me going. Grandpa, thanks for the mountain of prayers and confidence that I would always succeed. I love you guys. Adam Subcheck. I wanted to thank those who are here today. Thank you for pushing me beyond my limits and making me who I have become. I would not have been able to do it without you. Love you guys. Cameron Lloyd. I would like to thank my family, my amazing girlfriend, and my friends who have helped get me through these last 4.5 years of school. Nursing school, especially in our conditions, was nothing short of interesting, to say the least. I am very thankful for every person who has given me support in these years, and I could not have done it without them. Things will only continue to get better. We made it. Courtney Beasold. If nursing school has taught me anything, it has taught me how extraordinary the people God placed in my life are. Without the strength of God and the people He placed in my life, I would not be here where I am today. Mom, Dad, and Dylan, thank you for being supportive through every moment in this journey. Thank you for believing in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. I love you. Bethany Lewis. I would first like to thank my parents, Matthew and Amy, for always supporting me throughout college with anything that I needed, whether it was books, money, or any forms rolling backpack my dad installed. I roll around campus to save my shoulders from the 20 pounds of books. Yes, I weighed it. I was carrying like a true commuter. Also, thanks to my little sister Lauren for helping me study a countless amount of times and letting me share this day with her. Happy 21st birthday. Lastly, thanks to my husband Jacob for always being my patient and letting me check his blood pressure and do head-to-toe assessments all the time. I couldn't have done this without him. Shayla Tran. Shayla would like to thank her family, friends, classmates, and instructors for supporting her throughout nursing school. She is especially grateful for her parents, Kim and Howard Nigel. We have pushed and motivated her despite her constant worries and rants. Even though they won't be satisfied until she pursues a master's degree, she wouldn't be here without their continuous support and sacrifices. She is excited to be starting her nursing career at St. Joseph Ann Arbor Progressive Care Unit 9 East. Erica Villan Wavu. I would like to thank God, my family, and friends. I would like to thank my family for the relentless love and understanding they have given me throughout this journey. I thank my amazing friends who have encouraged and supported me during these school years. I can't wait for what's to come, and I'm grateful that you are all here by my side. Everything that I do is for all of you. Brennan Hopebrine. I would like to thank 3 groups today. Superlatively, my support group, which includes my girlfriend, Frances, and my parents, Brad and Michelle. Additionally, I would like to thank all professors within the EMU nursing program with a special shout out to Dr. Fox and Dr. Hawley for being the most influential. Finally, I would like to thank the anesthesia staff at Michigan Medicine for employing me and bolstering my education. I look forward to applying my knowledge further in the Pediatric Intensive Care Unit at Michigan Medicine, where I will begin my nursing career. LaRon Tolbert. I want to dedicate this accomplishment to my anchor in this world, my sexy wife, Christina Tolbert. I would not have made it this far without your love and support. Thank you for being the best partner in crime. I cannot forget about the three little diamonds, my children, Kyla, Addison, and Elliot. I love you, and I'm glad you can experience this with me. Thank you to the rest of my family and my close friends for going on this journey with me. Time to go make a difference. Caitlin Nodge. I want to thank my family and friends. I wouldn't be here without all of you. Mom, thank you for the endless love and support and being my patient when I needed to practice. Dad, thank you for being there when I needed you. To my grandparents, thank you for always reminding me that I could do it. Lastly, to all my friends I made along the way, I couldn't have done it without you, and we made it. Allison Harris. I want to begin by thanking my mom and dad for believing in me always, never wavering in their faith in me. My sisters for listening to me when I would be a ball of stress and for pushing me to keep going. And to Robbie, thank you for cheering me on and to be there to say, I told you so, when I'd get a good grade on an exam I was nervous about. I couldn't have done it without any of you. To my fellow graduates, congrats, we made it. Audrey Rogers. Thank you to my family and friends who have supported me during my adventure of nursing school. I appreciate and love you all. I know it was not easy, and it was a sacrifice we all made. Thank you to everyone who is in the crowd today. Mom, Julia, who traveled all the way from Texas, Amanda, Joey, Trent, David, and my sister, who's on a flight from Maine at this very moment. I'm also thankful for my new family, my nursing family. Thank you, faculty, for getting us through a pandemic. Many of you showed so much compassion and grace during such a hard time. I have made many lifelong friends, and I'm excited to work beside you. Most importantly, I'm thankful for this passion God has put in my heart. Nursing is not just an occupation, it is a calling. Kimberly Wilkerson. Everyone here knows that nursing school wasn't the easiest of time of our lives, but we made it. I truly wouldn't have been able to do it without the love and support of my family and the friends that I made throughout nursing school. To my husband, Logan, thank you for putting up with me during all the long, hard nights of studying and pushing me to finish strong when I didn't think I could. To my mom and dad, thank you for believing in me and helping me get through school. To my in-laws and family, thank you for being proud of me and giving me all of your support. To all of my nursing school friends, thank you for your support, long study sessions, and making great memories along the way. I love you all and thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sharon Thomas. It's hard to imagine that we're here in this moment. I want to give a special thank you to all my professors, clinical instructors, and the nurses I shadowed who encouraged me to keep going even when I wanted to give up. I also couldn't have made it without my colleagues. We were in this together all the way, and we're always ready to support each other mentally and physically. Lastly, I want to give a special shout out to my family who believed in me and lovingly stood by me in the good and the bad. I'm so excited for our future. May God's grace, by God's grace, we made it. Lucas Sheedy. I would like to shout out to all the faculty and staff who were in the classroom, in clinical, or behind the scenes for their hard work and dedication over the past 2.5 years. I would like to shout out to my family for the love and support that they have given me, not only during nursing school, but throughout my entire life. None of this is possible without you guys. And lastly, I would like to send a shout out to all my fellow classmates. Congratulations on all your hard work, and I wish you all the best on your future endeavors. Yelena Stewart. Thank you to my parents, Troy and Ananisa, for supporting me even on my worst days, and for all the sacrifices they made for me while I was in school. My grandma Brenda for being my biggest hype woman. My brothers Jacob, Colton, and Denver for always giving me something to laugh at the end of each day. My roommates for always wishing me luck on exams and motivating me to continue studying. My friends for believing in me and making college one of the most best experiences of my life. My classmates for always reminding me when assignments are due and how long they took. And my professors for preparing me to start my career as an ER nurse in Wilmington, North Carolina. This would not have been possible if it wasn't for all of you. Elizabeth Watt. To my mom, Nikki, and Hannah, you each played an instrumental role in helping me reach this goal. Thank you for inspiring me and supporting me. Thank you for your love and understanding. Thank you for encouraging me, and thank you for celebrating with me today. I genuinely couldn't have done this without your help. Caitlin Kufich. I'm sorry. I would like to first start off by thanking my wonderful mother for being my rock throughout this program and offering nothing but her support and love. Mom, you can finally say that your favorite child did it, but again, don't tell the others. Secondly, I would like to thank my sister Crystal and her husband Eric for always being there for me and providing me with guidance. Thirdly, I would like to thank my brother Chris for simply taking the time out of his day to show up here because I know your calendar showed a busy schedule. Fourthly, I would like to thank my boyfriend Trey for always believing in me and motivating me to do my best. Lastly, I would like to thank mommy number 2, Lisa, for always being there and giving me a helping hand whenever she can. Tanner Kendall. I feel really honored to be here today, and I'm excited to graduate. I want to thank my parents, grandparents, brother, girlfriend, and all my instructors for all the support they've given these past 2 years for nursing school, and for everything they've done to help me get to where I am today. I'm looking forward to beginning my career in nursing. Chloe Hendren. Thank you to all my loved ones for your endless support and love. Thank you to the lifelong friends I have met here, and thank you for pushing me to get across the stage today. I wish you could be the one pinning me today, Dad. Alicia Staver. I would like to thank all my friends and family who have helped shape me into the person I am today. Thank you to all of my teammates and coaches who have been by my side and supported me for the past 4.5 years. I would like to thank all of my professors and clinical instructors who guided me throughout this journey and helped me grow as a student. Lastly, I want to congratulate the rest of my peers. We finally did it. Josie McEldowney. I want to thank my parents, siblings, and family for always supporting me and listening to me. I could not have done this without your unending support. I would like to thank my classmates who made all the studying and stress fun. I would like to thank Noah for quizzing me and encouraging me to study even when I did not want to. This was such a rewarding experience, and I am so grateful for the past 4 years. I am very lucky to have you all in my life, and I could not have gone through this process without you all. Thank you so much. Olivia Bird. I want to thank my family for giving me endless support throughout all the ups and downs in nursing school. I'm so thankful that you guys are able to be here today and experience this with me. I can honestly say I would not have made it through without all of the awesome people I've met along the way. Thank you to all the students and instructors that helped me get through this crazy journey. Brooke Malone. I would like to thank my family and friends for being so caring and supportive throughout my time in school. I would also like to thank my mom for inspiring me to become a nurse and encouraging me throughout this journey. Thank you for always believing in me. I couldn't have done it without you. Ashlyn Robertson. I would like to thank all of my friends, family, and the faculty of the nursing program for your continued support throughout the program. I would especially like to thank my mom for inspiring me to pursue a career in nursing and for your tips and tricks that made school just a tiny bit easier. I appreciate all that you have done for me the past 2.5 years, and a special good luck to all my peers in their future endeavors. Alicia Altridge. I want to thank my friends and family and everyone who helped me get to this point. It was through their support that I was able to make it through all my classes. LaDeja Mayfield. I would like to thank my family and close friends for supporting me through this journey. You all have been there through everything and have kept me sane. I would also like to thank my nursing faculty for providing me with the necessary tools to become a successful and competent nurse. And a shout out to my fiance for dealing with my mental breakdowns. Nor Asher. Thank you all for being here today to celebrate with us. The support I have had throughout nursing school has helped me succeed and stand here today. My fellow nursing graduates, we did it. We've spent countless hours studying and surviving together. Thank you to all my nursing professors. I will forever use the knowledge and experiences I've learned, helping me make an impact on people's lives. Dr. Frank Shallier, my research advisor and professor, your mentorship and guidance throughout nursing school will stay with me for the rest of my career. Lastly, I couldn't have gone through nursing school without the support of my family and friends. You've seen me during my lows and highs and have always been there for me. I'm excited to see where my journey continues, but I know that the support of all of you will keep me ahead. Marissa Cadeau. I want to thank my friends and family for being incredibly supportive this past 5 semesters. I also want to say how grateful I am for all the friendships I formed in the program, including Taylor, who I met in my first clinical and has been my rock. Lastly, I'd like to thank all my instructors who pushed me to be my best. Thank you. Taylor Ramsey. A huge thank you to my friends and family for your continued support throughout my nursing program. I couldn't have done this without you. I'm excited to begin my nursing career or for this next chapter of my life. Lucas Winstead. Shout out to all my family and friends and also the nursing school faculty. You have all helped me in many ways, and I couldn't have done it without your love and support. To the class of 2021, we did it. Ryan Skinner. I would like to express a great thank you and appreciation to my village. These people, including my friends and family, who have helped me through this journey. Shout out to my friends, my study and crying partner, Kamali Morris, who is also getting pinned today as well. I would also like to shout out to my parents who put up with my drama and tears over the last 2.5 years. I love you all so much. Kamali Morris. I want to thank God for getting me this far in my life after hardships that I've encountered. Thank you to my parents, Anthony and Zelda, for being a strong backbone in my support system, as well as my sister, Dorothy, Sheldon, Myra, Layla, and Delilah. My wonderful boyfriend who has kept me sane through this journey. Shout out to my SANs from 555. Shout out to Delta Beta chapter at Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Shout out to my family in Chicago. Thank you to Ryan for being there for me since the beginning of this journey, and I'm glad we made it. Thank you to Heidi, Deanna, Natalie, and Gabriella for seeing the fire in me and being so kind. Aaron Vanderlip. I would like to thank all my family and friends for supporting me through nursing school. A special thank you to my mom for supporting me and helping me with my son. After graduation, I plan to start my nursing career as a graduate nurse intern at Sparrow Hospital in labor and delivery. I also plan to go back to school after a year or two to earn my DNP and become a duly certified as women's health nurse practitioner and a certified nurse midwife. Brandy Dietrich. I would like to thank the family that came out today. I would like to give a special thank you to my mom, Kate, Jordan, and Bubba for always supporting me. I would also like to thank the family members that couldn't be here today, but always supported me in my decisions. My dad and my grandma, thank you for being my guardian angels. Lastly, I would like to thank my friends because I would not have been able to do this without them. Shania Walls. Thank you to my friends and family for believing in me and pushing me every step of the way. I'd like to thank my parents because without them, I wouldn't be here. Special shout out to my mom. We did it. Haiba Muhashu. I want to thank my family, especially my mom, for believing in me. Thank you to all my nursing professors and clinical instructors for the amazing experience. I hope to become the best nurse I can possibly be. Caitlin Lees. I would like to thank my close family and friends for supporting me over the last years, especially my mom. I'm excited for my career in nursing and to become a nurse that she is. Rebecca Herman. I would first like to thank God for guiding and supporting me on this journey, and for my family for always being there when I needed them most. Zoe McGregor. I want to thank my family because without them, I wouldn't be in this room today. Thank you, Spencer, for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself and being my rock through all the ups and downs. Thank you, Kristen Wade, for unwavering love and support you always shower me with. Thank you, Dad and Jackie, for teaching me to lean on my faith. And thank you to my daughter, Mila, who has given my life an entirely new and greater purpose. I would also like to thank my friends who have studied tirelessly alongside me. You've kept me motivated, held me accountable, and always gave me a good laugh when it was needed most. Thank you to all the staff and professors who have challenged, supported me, and laid the foundation for my future practice. Go Eagles! Darcy Lowry. A huge thank you to my amazing support group, to my husband, my mom, my sister, and mother-in-law. I could have not gotten through nursing school without your love and dedication to my success. I also want to thank the amazing friends I have made during nursing school. We have been through so much, and I appreciate the help I have received from you all. And lastly, thank you, EMU, for providing me with the education to support my future professional career. Caitlin Ruffing. For Joe and Carol Ravage, who could not be here today, but supporting me along with my parents and my close friend here today. Thank you to the teachers who showed me my passion for biology and caring for others so that I was confident enough to pursue this discipline. Thanks especially to every person who has trusted me to care for them in or out of the hospital. You are always with me. Casey Knowlton. Love has always dictated the path I walk in life, and nursing school was no exception. It has been a journey of love. My husband and children kept me motivated, focused, and were always there to celebrate my success. Thank you to my smoking hot husband and our children for making this journey possible. All of you are my proudest accomplishment. Thank you to my parents, siblings, in-laws, and my very best friends for all your love and endless support. Thank you to my classmates. So many of you I love and are forever my family. A special thanks to my dad for always pushing me to be my best and teaching me that I can achieve anything that I put my mind to. I love you all more than life. Today is not just my graduation. Today my entire family is graduating from nursing school. We did it, Knowltons. Lexi Markowitz. I would like to thank everyone who has supported me throughout nursing school, especially my family and loving boyfriend. I appreciate each and every one of you. This has been such a long journey, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without your love and support. I'm incredibly excited to see what my future holds. This is just the beginning. Michael Trimmel. I would like to thank my loving girlfriend and extraordinary mother for being the two biggest supporters in my life these last 2.5 years. I will never be able to thank the two of you enough, but just know I love you both so very much. Best of luck to all the new graduates as well. We finally made it. Thank you. Tucker Bartenslager. Thank you to all the wonderful and excellent professors that I have had. Y'all are awesome. I'd like to give a special shout out to my fellow graduates, Josie McEldowney, Caitlin Ruffing, Madison Lloyd, and Hiba Mashoud for not making me huff it to class. Thank you so much. I'd also love to thank my beautiful mom in the crowd. She is a rock star. God bless the USA and go Eagles. Michael Epstein. Thank you to my nursing professors and clinical instructors. I would not be where I am today, standing in front of all of you, if not for the amazing nursing faculty here at Eastern. I would like to give an extra big thank you to Deanna Gower for helping me pass all my simulations. And I would also like to thank my parents and family for supporting me through nursing school. Bianca Jordan. I can't believe I'm standing here today. I did it. We did it. I would like to thank my support system, my mom Jennifer, grandmother Eve, and sister Brianna, who are here with me today to celebrate this accomplishment. I want to give a special shout out to my sister Brianna for being my practice patient and allowing me to use and apply my clinical skills. Although she was quite dramatic at times, she doesn't realize how much her dramatization has further prepared me for the nursing profession. I would also like to thank EMU School of Nursing and remarkable faculty for preparing me to become an exceptional nurse and to provide the highest standards of patient care. A special thanks to Deanna Gower, Heidi McLean, Dr. Peltz, Denise Harrison, Dr. Vicki Washington, Dr. Fox, and Dr. Shellier. I look forward to my career in nursing. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Hello, I'm Dr. Marguerite DeBello, and I'll be presenting the RN to BSN students. There's only a few here, but I'd like to acknowledge the rest of them also. There's over 170 RN to BSN students. They're RNs going back to get their bachelor's. And there's about 170 that aren't here today, probably because they're out there in the field working. So let's just give them a hand and acknowledge their hard work. Veronica Dorr. I would like to thank all my family and friends for the support, encouragement, and advice throughout my journey. Special appreciation to my daughter for being there every step of the way. It couldn't have been possible without your relentless support and encouragement. Thank you all dedicated instructors and faculty members, especially Melissa Katachuroff for being so responsive, all my course mates, and most of all, the Almighty God for seeing me through. Tila M. Rayner. First, I would like to thank God for making this accomplishment possible. Thank you to my daughter, Serena Elise, for being my motivation and inspiration to achieve my goals. Thank you for my fiance, James, my mom, Valina, and my dad, Tino, for being a great support system throughout this journey. I also would like to thank Eastern Michigan University and all of the wonderful faculty who have worked hard during these challenging times to make our dreams come true. Congratulations to us all. Go Eagles. Michael Jenkins. At this moment, an unspoken promise is being fulfilled. Thank you to the instructors and faculty, many of whom I've never seen, but who guided me and corrected me when necessary. I would like to thank my family and friends who encouraged me along the way. My brother, who has always been in my corner since we were kids. A special thanks to my mentor and friend whose support and encouragement is unparalleled. Last but certainly not least, my loving wife who has been my anchor. Many times I wanted to give up, but she was always there to give me a push or a firm talking to. If my mother was alive, I am certain she would have enjoyed every second of this. It might have been taken longer than I anticipated, but I stayed the course. Happy birthday, Mom. Jaleesa Ford. To my mom, Jamila, Kiki, Auntie Rena, or Nina, Auntie Nisa, Auntie Kathy, Grandma Auntie Dana, and my entire family, thank you for supporting me, loving me, and putting up with me, for without you, we would not have been here today. I love you. Janaea Wells. I would like to thank God for guiding my steps throughout this journey. I would not be here without him. I want to thank my parents for always having my back, pushing me forward, believing in me, and showing me unconditional love that surpasses understanding. Thank you for all the sacrifices you have made to bring me to this moment. I cannot thank you two enough. I want to thank my sister for all her support. Our late night talks about school and brainstorming pathways to success are coming full circle for both of us. We are becoming an unstoppable force. Grandma and Granddad, thank you for always showing up and believing in me. I love you. To the rest of the family who could not be here today, thank you for showing me love and support. Mom and Dad, we did it again. Let's get ready for that master class. Amy Page, thank you, Mom, for all of your support you have given me. To my girls, I love you both so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is a great day to be able to celebrate with this exceptional group of graduates on today. I am Dr. Dewana Jackson, and I am an assistant professor here at the School of Nursing. I would like to thank you all for coming today to celebrate our graduates of our graduate nursing program. Today, we honor graduates from our nurse practitioner program, clinical nurse specialist program, graduate teaching certificate, as well as our first group of Doctor of Nursing Practice graduates and our PhD graduates. It was truly no small feat in successfully completing your graduate degree during a pandemic that has lasted much longer than we ever anticipated. I think everyone here would agree that successful completion of a graduate degree is an outstanding academic achievement in what we would consider normal times. However, completion of a graduate degree when our nation is in complete disarray makes this achievement even more phenomenal. Through your personal determination, each one of you were able to not only survive, but excel throughout your graduate programs. When I think of this class, I think of students who have shown 4 characteristics of grit and tenacity. These characteristics include courage, passion, perseverance, and resilience. The first characteristic is courage. You courageously sat through the transition from virtual to the transition into the virtual world, where your tech-savvy or not-so-tech-savvy faculty struggled to take on the Zoom. I'm pretty sure that's the arch nemesis of all faculty at this point. You courageously learned how to be a grade school teacher, a youth athletic coach to your children, as well as a stay-at-home parent, except you were actually still practicing as professional nurses. But in all sincerity, your courageousness, you were courageous as you continued to work in your roles of a nurse at the bedside, caring for patients with COVID-19, not knowing the personal impact it would have on yourself or your family. Each example here shows your dedication to your family, your patients, and your education. Graduates, you have shown that you are passionate, working diligently and ambitiously towards meeting and exceeding the expectations of students. This was evident in the feedback provided by preceptors over the course of the past 3 semesters. Terms used to describe your character include dedicated, hardworking, intelligent, articulate, motivated, and my personal favorite, thirsty for knowledge. These examples show the character of EMU graduates, and I am confident that each of you will exceed our expectations as you transition into your new roles. Perseverance. This is another characteristic that comes to mind when describing this graduating class. Perseverance is the ability to keep doing something in spite of obstacles. choosing long-term gains over short-term losses. Every American has had their own personal challenges over the past 2 years. However, not every American had those challenges while diligently working to complete a graduate nursing degree. What are some examples of perseverance in a graduate nursing student? If you're here today and this example applies to you, give me a wave or nod your head. Perseverance, practicing your physical exam skills on your friends, families, or in desperate times, your pets. Perseverance is searching high and low, calling your parents, or even your childhood pediatrician's office in search for those childhood vaccinations in order to start your clinicals. Perseverance is the search for preceptors in the midst of a pandemic. I'm sure you all agree finding preceptors during a pandemic is worse than finding Nemo in a large body of water. Perseverance is successfully completing one of your graduate years of coursework in a fully online capacity. Perseverance is presenting and or publishing your research at the national, or for some of our graduates, international level. This is no small feat. Perseverance is the daily grind to complete your coursework despite the mandatory overtime, the redeployments to unfamiliar nursing units, caring for your families while also studying for your exams, completing assignments, writing papers, and attending your clinical practicums. I can name many more examples and circumstances that might cause most people to quit or give up. However, you sitting here today, you did it. You stayed the course, you braved every challenge, you worked harder, and you did not lose hope despite every obstacle that came forth. Resilience. Resilience, as defined by the American Psychological Association, means adapting well in the face of adversity. The families here today are probably thinking I'm talking about the COVID pandemic again. However, our graduates know that I'm actually referring to what we call the 3 Ps: pathophysiology, pharmacology, and advanced physical assessment. I'm pretty sure everyone here would attest that if you can pass those 3 courses, you can get through just about anything. In fact, I think those courses were developed in order to make a global pandemic look like a piece of cake. If that's not enough evidence, your resilience was clearly identified when you took on Project Concert, entering those weekly clinical hours, journal entries for every patient encounter over the past 3 semesters. While the audience may not understand, just ask any nurse practitioner or CNS student here today. They will attest it's a race against the clock and you don't want to lose. Nevertheless, your determination to make the best of every situation demonstrates your resilience and passion for being the best nurse now and in the future. So as I end here today, I want you all to know how extremely proud we all are of you. We share in your excitement and we celebrate with you today as you conclude this journey. So I end my speech saying, congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. We wish you the best as you transition into your professional roles. Thank you for allowing me to speak today.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Elizabeth Loomis. I'm an assistant professor here at the School of Nursing, and it is my privilege and honor to introduce my new colleagues, the Adult Gero and CNS nurse practitioner students. Kendall Berghofer. I want to thank my parents, sister, and fiance for their constant support and love throughout my graduate school journey. I also want to thank Dr. Jackson and Dr. Loomis for being such great professors and mentors throughout the program. but I especially want to thank my dad, who is always pushing me to be the best that I can and proud of me for just trying. Micah Troop. Thank you to all my instructors these past 2 years. Thank you for your time and patience and for setting me up for success to be the best nurse practitioner. I also want to thank all my family and friends for their help and support, and a special thank you to my mother-in-law, Erica McGee, who could not be here today but was one of my biggest supporters and made it so easy for me to succeed. Love you always. Thank you. Julie Long. Thank you so much to my family and friends who have supported me throughout these past 2 years. A special thank you to my husband and parents who continuously pushed me to never give up. Also thank you to all my professors who always reassured me when I would get discouraged that I was going to be an amazing nurse practitioner. Thank you all. Christina Hazim. To Mustafa Noor and Ali, you are my greatest accomplishments. I thank the Lord every day for blessing me with such amazing children. To my parents, thank you for your encouragement, your support, your help, and most importantly, your prayers. May God keep you safe, healthy, and happy. To my sisters, thanks for always keeping an eye out for my kids and listening to them complain about me. To my brother, thank you for helping me shine in the professional world. I love you three so much. To my husband, we did it. Thank you for your love, your support, your understanding, your goofiness, and most importantly, your patience. I would not have done this without all of you in my corner. Finally, I have nothing without the Lord. If He is with me, I can do anything. All praise, thanks, and glory be to God. Camille Sanchez. I would like to thank my mother and father who have always loved, inspired, and supported me. I hope I make them proud. My husband, Jose, for his love and support, and my daughters, Ava and Maya, who are all the reason for everything I do. Amber Prescott. To the faculty, thank you for pushing me along when the end seems so far away. To my family and friends, who are like family, I promise to start returning your text and phone calls now. I wouldn't have made it without your support. To my mom, thank you for always believing in me, guiding me, listening to, and laughing with me. Your strength and love have always carried me through. To Sarah and Brittany, every success is our success. I could not have done this without your sacrifices, and I promise to always strive to be the best person I can for our family. Saying thank you isn't enough, but I'll do it anyways. Thank you, I love you all. Maria Hammer. I would like to thank my husband for always being with me. Thank you for believing in me. I love you. I would like to thank you, faculty, for always answering my questions. Hamida Mosed. I want to first thank and foremost my mom, the strongest person I know, for inspiring and continuously supporting me to push through any adversity I come across. I witnessed my mom battle AML leukemia and a stroke with courage, never giving up no matter the amount of pain or suffering she experienced. She is the inspiration for me to continue my education and attain my degree today. I would also like to take the time to thank the amazing faculty we have been blessed with in this program. I will forever be grateful for the support and encouragement I received from Dr. Jackson and Dr. Loomis. They are truly godsends. Eva Sierra White. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for his continued grace and favor that he's placed upon my life. To my beautiful mother, thank you for your support and encouragement. You've shown me what it's like to be a strong and courageous woman. It's because of you that I feel that I can accomplish anything in this world. I'd like to thank my family and friends for the love you've shown me throughout this entire program. You've all been my cheerleaders, and I truly appreciate for each and every one of you. Lastly, thank you to my wonderful EMU nursing faculty members for being supportive and believing in me at times when I didn't quite believe in myself. Your motivation meant more to me than you'll ever know. Thank you. I have to clear my eyes. Cherie Chenet. I would first like to thank God and myself for all my determination and ambition. Thank you to my parents, siblings, and friends for their immense support, love, and encouragement. Special thanks to my sisters Kim, Eva Sierra, and Yolanda for allowing me to practice clinical skills for endless hours on them. Thank you to my brothers for keeping me laughing when I wanted to cry. Thank you to my mother for all their support and love, as well as my father. Sorry, it says my mother and father. Thank you to my handsome boyfriend, Courtney, for all his love, support, and encouragement. Thank you, Dr. Jackson and Dr. Loomis, for pushing me to continue on when I wanted to give up. I love you all. See you all at the top, because it's only up from here. Jamie Eddy. Jamie would like to give the most sincere thank you to each individual who helped make this dream possible. Thank you to all the faculty at EMU, her preceptors, and the patients who helped her learn and grow. Thank you to her fellow healthcare workers for their service to our community. Finally, thank you to God, her family, Dylan and Winston for their love and support. Also, love you, Jeffrey. Let's give our graduates another round of applause.
Hello, my name is Dr. Jennifer Avery, and it's my honor today to present to you our doctoral candidates, those with their Doctorate of Nursing Practice, along with our PhD in Educational Studies graduates. Joining me on the stage will be Dr. Lori Blondie, handing out the rows, as well as the candidates' champions or chair, Drs. Angela Lukomsky, Dr. Lydia McBurrows, or Dr. Suyam Wu. So with that, graduates, the time for revisions is over. Please join me. Dr. Chelsea Noble. Chelsea would like to thank her parents, Shelley and Jeff Noble, for the encouragement to pursue her dreams and instilling a work ethic that helped to accomplish this dream. She would also like to thank David for being along for the journey since day one. Lastly, she would like to thank the nursing faculty, her doctoral committee, and her DNP classmates for the support along the way. Dr. Megan Curtis. Megan would like to thank the EMU nursing faculty for all their guidance and expertise. Thank you to her family and friends for all their encouragement, and a huge thank you to her husband, Ray, who is her biggest fan. She could not have gotten through this without your endless love and support. You're simply the best. Lastly, she wants to give a shout out to her DMP cohort, the DMP Divas. Congratulations. Dr. Vicki Washington. Thank you to the EMU School of Nursing faculty and staff, my DMP scholarly team, and Dr. Angela Lukomsky, Dr. Suyam Wu, and Dr. Catherine Houston. A special shout out to Dr. Marty Raymond and Dr. Jen Avery for all your help with my project. To my family, thank you for your unwavering support and understanding. A special thank you for the love and motivation from my grandsons, Kai and Caleb. Dr. Nana loves you. P.S. I love you, DMP Divas, Chelsea, Megan, and Laura. Dr. Laura Mills. To Dr. Lydia McBurrow, my DMP champion who has guided me through this program to ensure my success. To the rest of the DMP program faculty and staff for the constant support, including Dr. Soo-Yim Woo and Dr. Liz Loomis, both of whom spent many hours working with me on my project. And of course, Doctors Megan Curtis, Chelsea Noble, and Vicki Washington, my fellow DMP divas, I could not have made it without you. And to my husband, I promise I'm done. And finally, Dr. Brenda Buckle. As I make my way across the stage, my journey to attain a PhD seemed unimaginable so many years ago when I became a registered nurse in 1995 and a nurse practitioner in 2002. Thank you is not enough to those who encouraged me along the way. I want to especially thank my mom, dad, and to my children, Jacob and Hunter, who were there by my side day in and day out while I endlessly sat at my computer reading, typing, and in deep thought. Thank you to my dissertation chair, Dr. Wu, and committee members, Dr. Williams, Dr. Carpenter, and Dr. Koch. Attaining a PhD is a life-changing journey, and I would like to encourage all the BSN and MSN graduates to look into the future and consider a PhD in nursing education. What comes easy will not last. What lasts will not come easy. Always believe in yourself and never, never, never give up. At this time, I'd like to welcome Dr. Schaller to the stage for our closing. So why don't we give another round of applause to our graduates.
Well, this has certainly been an all-around fantastic nursing convocation ceremony. What do you guys think? I have to extend another huge congratulations to all of our wonderful graduates in attendance today. The future is looking very bright for each and every one of you. In fact, it looks even brighter than Florence Nightingale's lamp. I have a few last remarks and recommendations for the graduates before we get started with dismissal. Number one, don't settle for getting compensated or treated less than you are worth. Got another big one for you guys. Fight for yourself and for your patients. They are depending on you like no other. Finally, I am so excited for each and every one of you to experience the endless opportunity and countless rewards that this profession has to offer. Again, my sincere congratulations to you nursing graduates. I need another round of applause. All right, the moment a lot of us have been waiting for, the dismissal announcement. When you guys are walking out, you will see that Sigma Theta Tau is selling coffee cups for Nursing Scholarship Fundraiser. Please consider purchasing 1 or 10 of those. So what will happen next, guys? The faculty and staff will exit first, followed by a dismissal of our graduates and families and friends, coordinated by our staff and student volunteers. Please wait for your row to be dismissed, and please exit directly out of the building when dismissed. Thank you for your adherence and understanding, and again, congratulations, graduates!